Essentially, in photography, in the last 100 years, there was, film, came out 100 years or so ago, and then digital came along, 15, 20 years ago, the digital cameras came out, and then 1 megapixel to 2 megapixel, really big difference, big quality difference. 2 megapixel to 3 megapixel, big quality difference. But now when a new camera comes out, they're not much different to the old model. There's very little differences between them. So Lytro is bringing a product to the market that's going to have a big impact on the segment, because it's, rather than get better quality this way, it's taking the picture this way. So you're capturing the whole image, which is the biggest jump in photographic technology in a long time. You're actually capturing the whole image, not just a thin slice of it. Okay, so it's something new that you can talk about to your customers, something that's completely different to any other camera on the market, because now these days it can get a little bit difficult to say, oh well, the Nikon D810 is a little bit different to the D800, but not that much different. The camera's also allowing professional photographers to create something that sets them apart from other photographers as well. So if you're a photographer, say you shoot weddings, and you want to offer your customers something different to the 9 other photographers you're competing against, the Lytro camera can give them something that gives them an edge that they can add to their package and give something different that the opposition can't compete with. Now, the way a Lytro works essentially is, traditionally if I took a photo of you, you would be sharp in the image and the background's blurry, which is, it's a nice effect in its own way. But what the Lytro can do now is I can choose to focus on you after the image is taken, or something in the background. But the challenge is the way we take photos, the way we think about an image, is always about that one thing in the subject. So with a Lytro camera, you're not just selling a new camera, you're selling a new way of photography. So when you have to think a little bit about your photo. So if I was going to take a photo of you, I would also place maybe you in a certain position in the background. So there was 2 subjects to go between, because if I have just one subject and a boring brick wall, who cares if you can focus on a brick wall, right? Brick walls are boring. So what they've done is they've given the camera to a group of famous photographers. Essentially, we're looking at a celebrity photographer. We've got 2 celebrity photographers, a landscape style photographer as well, one who does portraiture, and miniatures as well. So they've come from all different fields of photography.
Yeah, we've also got a fashion photographer. Yeah, Roman Leo, it's actually 2 people and they do fashion photography, yeah.
So so they come from different areas, and they've given them the camera and they've asked them to think outside of the traditional way. And what you'll see in this photo, you might see, say, there's one photo in there where there's a girl standing in a flowing dress, and normally with a camera you just go click. What they've done, if you look, they've stuck flowers in the foreground to add some depth to the picture. So you look at the way they're setting up and composing these photos, and then you see the results as well. So I'll just quickly show you the video.
It's my life. It's how I document the experiences I get to have and the experiences I get to share with other people.
I put a lot of emotion into my art and the photography.
It's a way I can show my thoughts and emotions and kind of create something that's meaningful to me.
It fulfills almost every aspect of my life.
What's photography mean to us?
It's not something that you do from 9 to 5. It's something you live with every single day of your life.
My own work challenges me with every new scene that I do, and to be presented this camera, a whole new set of challenges, and that's what I really enjoy.
It was very interesting to see, how can we apply, this technology to what we do. It's not made to show up in a magazine. It's not made to see in 2D. It's made for an interactive experience. And it's as if the camera has enabled the viewer to change the story on their own.
You can see different elements that were hidden before and discover your way through the photograph.
I do like to put a lot of details in the scenes. And this camera It's going to allow me to focus the foreground, the middle ground, and the background.
I think for us it's important that people get emotional connection to the image.
With the
Sorry.